Hey guys, it's Heather from Kell of a Plan, and I am so excited about today's video. Today's video, I am partnering with Postit brand to bring you so many amazing supplies that are great for back to school. It is almost time to go back to school, which is so crazy to me. You guys know I was a teacher for 9 years. Back to school time is like the most exciting time of the year. I think it might even trump Christmas. And buying school supplies is like better than buying Christmas presents, if you ask me. I love school supplies, and so when Postit brand reached out to me and asked if I wanted to do a collab with them, I was like, heck yes. So they sent me all of this product, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys because seriously, if you are a student or a teacher, this is the stuff that you need to stock up on for back to school. I can testify as a teacher and as a student, because I was once a student, that Postit brand is like the best. And I'm so excited to share with you guys the product that they sent me. I'm going to show you the product. I'm also going to share some ideas of how I would use it both as a product, but also in my planner. Of course, I'm going to show you guys how to use some of this in my planner because I am Kell of a Plan. So again, so excited. Thank you, Postit brand, for sending me these items, these supplies. I'm super excited to share with you guys. So let's start by just kind of maybe just reviewing everything that's here, and then I'm going to move it over, and then we will actually like break it down, okay?
The first item that we're going to talk about today is the Postit Steel Top Pop-Up Note Dispenser. This is a great item to personalize your space and keep your favorite Postit pop-up notes at your fingertips. Next up is the Postit Pop-Up Note Vertical Dispenser. This has a sleek, modern finish that adds a contemporary look to any desk. Notes dispense on the side, allowing for space on top for pens and pencils, and it's available in several colors. Next, we have the Postit brand Specialty. These are Postit notes that come in different designs and different styles. We have the Postit State Notes, the Postit Fresh and Sweet Notes, the Postit Rain and Shine Notes, and the Postit Emoji Notes. These are Postit Flags. They help call out important information in notebooks, binders, books, and more. Next, we have a pack of Postit notes from the Postit Super Sticky Notes World of Color collection, and I'm super excited to dive into these. This is a pack of the Postit Extreme XL notes, now available in a new XL size. These are great for longer messages or notes. They're made with ultra strong DuraHold paper and adhesive. They're water resistant, durable, and writable, and I'm super excited to give these a try. It says that they can be used on lots of different surfaces, such as textured surfaces around your classroom, including wood, brick, cement, steel, and more. It removes cleanly with no cleanup required. I'm super excited to try these out. Super excited about this next product. It coordinates with the weekly wall calendar that we're going to look at here in a minute, but this is called the Postit Keyboard Calendar Notes, and it's a great size. It's a small pad that fits right above your keyboard to keep your reminders front and center, and it helps to keep track of the most important to-dos each day. Super excited about this next product. I'm maybe the most excited about this. This is the Postit Super Sticky Full Stick Notes Weekly Wall Calendar. And I love a good wall calendar. So I'm so excited to check this out. It says that it comes with command hooks for you to hang on the wall, which is awesome. You can see here that it also comes with a little holder for your Postit Full Stick notes that come in with this wall calendar, so that you can put your Postit Full Stick notes right next to your calendar so that you can easily add new Postit Full Stick notes when you're ready. This is a great way to keep track of everyone's schedule in one place. The notes fit perfectly inside the daily spots, which allows you to move appointments and reminders as schedules change. All right, so now it's time to take all of these products and play with them, and let's talk about how to use them in our planners. This is the Postit Pop-Up Note Vertical Dispenser. It has a sleek, modern finish that adds a great contemporary look to any desk. As a former teacher, I can testify that this is a great product that any teacher needs to put on their desk, but it's also a great product for a student to put on their desk, maybe at home or in their bedroom. This has a notes dispenser on the side, and I love that you can just pull it out on the side and it pulls out one Post-it note so that you can then lay it down and write your note. I also love that on the top there's room for your pens and pencils. let's see how many pens and markers we can fit into this little spot. And I love, one of my favorite things is as a teacher, you always are needing to write on Post-it notes, but sometimes it's hard to find a pen because pens just disappear. So I love that this has the space for the pens and pencils on the top, because then you can easily pull out a pen when you need to and write down your note on your Post-it note and go on with your day. As a former teacher, I can testify that the Post-it Steel Top Pop-Up Note Dispenser is a must-have on any teacher desk, any student backpack. You need one of these. It's also great for any planner babe who just needs one on their desk. I love that it has the easy, convenient, one-handed dispensing when you're in a hurry and you just need to grab a Post-it note. It's just great to be able to reach over, pull one out, and you're ready to go. You can write down whatever it is that you need to write, and it's super easy and convenient. The dispenser is weighted. That helps for the easy, convenient, one-handed dispensing. All right, let's talk about one of my favorite Post-it brand products. This product is the lovely Postit Flags. I love Postit Flags. Let's open this pack up, and I'm going to be giving you guys a few different ideas on how you can use these Postit Flags in your planner because you need them.
You could flip to the monthly view of your planner, and these are great for the monthly view. And I love using Postit Flags, especially when it's something that I don't want to commit to yet. Like, let's say I have a meeting on the 15th. But the person has told me the meeting on the 15th might change. Or maybe I just know this person well enough that I know the meeting on the 15th might change. So I could take a permanent pen and I can write meeting at noon. And it fits really well into your monthly view. But if for some reason that meeting were to get changed, you could just grab your Post-it flag, and you can move it to its new date. And you can place the Post-it flag down. And then if it gets moved again, you could peel it and move it again. But it's also, another reason I like these Post-it flags is because this part is clear, and so it looks like it's written on my planner, even though it's not. And another thing you could do is if you wanted this Post-it flag to kind of hang off the page so that you can see it really well, you could take it, like maybe instead of this one you would probably leave because it says meeting. But let's say you wanted to mark like a day. So maybe the first day of school is Monday the 19th if you're a student or a teacher. So you could take your Post-it flag, you could line it up to where the color is hanging up, and then you could write first day of school. And then when you're trying to plan, that is going to stick out at the top. So then you could easily grab that Post-it flag and then flip to that page so that you could write things down for the first day of school. So that's another way to use these Post-it flags. Another way that you could use these Post-it flags if you are a student is when you're studying. I used to use these all the time when I was a student. I would label like the important section. If there was a section I was reading that I thought was really important, I would take, let's pretend like this is a textbook and not a planner. I would take one of these, and what I would do is I would write like a star or maybe the title of the section, and I would put it on the colored part, and then I would have that hang out of my textbook like a divider, and then that way when I'm trying to review, I'd have all these page flags sticking out, these Post-it page flags, and I could grab and flip to the section that I need based off of the page flag. So that is another way to use these. I think these are really great for both students and teachers, and even just regular planners. If you're just wanting to plan, these are great for pre-planning in your monthly, even pre-planning on your daily, maybe things that you think you're going to have to do, but you're going to need to rearrange them. Postit Flags, I think, are one of the best products that Postit brand makes. So I definitely suggest checking these out.
Next product that we're going to talk about is the Postit Super Sticky Notes from the World of Color collection. This collection features an array of bright and bold colors inspired by global destinations. They're available in multiple sizes, including 3x3 inch, 4x4 inch, and 4x6 inch. This particular pack comes in 3 colors. We have a really pretty shade of red, a really pretty shade of purple, and a really pretty shade of green. I love both the size of these Postit Super Sticky Notes as well as the fact that they are lined. I think that that aligns these perfectly with note taking. So as a student, what I would do is I would peel off one of these Postit Super Sticky Notes and I would add it into my planner or even my textbook. It doesn't even have to be your planner, and it would be a great place to take notes. Because a lot of times you may have a textbook that you can't write in, that you can't highlight in, so you want to take notes or something along those lines. And that's what I would use these Postit Super Sticky Notes for, because then you can take your notes, you can peel it out of your textbook and stick it into your notebook or stick it into your planner. They're super easy to peel off. They don't leave any residue behind. And it's just a great place to jot those extra notes whenever you are reading or studying, or even if you're in class taking notes from a teacher. This is just a great place to jot those notes on these Postit Super Sticky Notes. The Postit Super Sticky Notes are also great, not just for note taking. There's other ways that I could utilize these in my planner. So here, this planner that I'm using is a daily planner, which means that each day of the month has its own page. And so I think it would be great to take one Postit Super Sticky Note from the pack, lay it down onto this page before I'm ready to actually plan. So maybe I'm not ready to decorate it or ready to write anything on the page, but I want to track meetings and appointments that might end up happening on this day. So I would take one Postit Super Sticky Note, I would place it on this day, and then it's a place where I can come and I can jot down different things that are coming up. There's a meeting on this day, or maybe I have lunch with somebody on this day, or maybe I'm going to be out of town on this day. Whatever it is that I may have going on, I can use these to track the things that are coming up on each day. And then when I'm ready, I can come back and write it on the day when I'm actually ready. But it's a great place to just record the things that need to be recorded before I'm ready to write in my planner. And so you could really take one sheet from these Postit Super Sticky Notes and place it on every day of your daily planner. And if you don't use a daily planner, it would also be great to just place one on each week. But it's just a great place to pre-plan. And that's how I would use these Postit Super Sticky Notes in my personal planner. I just think it's a great way to pre-plan. If you have other ideas of how you would use these Postit Super Sticky Notes, whether it's in your planner or as a student or as a teacher, I'd love to hear about those ideas in the comments. If you just want to head down there and tell us a few ideas of how you would use these super sticky notes from the World of Color collection from the Postit brand, it would be a great place just for us to brainstorm different ideas, because you get a lot in one pack, which is super awesome, and I'm sure we can come up with lots of ways to use them. Next product we're going to talk about is the Postit brand specialty, which are Post-it notes. I got them in several different shapes, so we're going to talk about these different shapes first. We have them in rain and shine notes. These are called the fresh and sweet notes. These are called the emoji notes, and these are the state notes, which they sent me Texas because I live in Texas, so I kind of love that they sent me those. So we're going to open these up, and we're going to talk about some different ways to use these Post-it notes in your planners, especially as a teacher or a student. So this first pack is the Post-it State Notes. These are $2.99, and they come in a couple of different states, Texas being one of them. I think these would be great to give to anyone in your life who is going to the University of Texas, because they are the gray orange color that we see represented at Texas a lot. So I'm going to share with you guys a couple of ways that I would use these as a teacher, specifically the emoji notes and the rain and shine notes. So we're going to open these up. Inside of the Post-it emoji note pack, you get 2 pads of notes, and within that pad is 4 different designs. So we have the silly face, the sunglasses, the kissy face, and then I call it the blah face. I don't know what its true emoji name is, but those are the designs that you get within the emoji notes. Within the fresh and sweet notes, you also get 2 pads of notes, and one is a lime, and one is a watermelon. So those are just two super cute ways, or two super cute designs in that pack. And then our last pack is the Post-it Rain and Shine Notes, and this comes with a sun and a cloud. And so we're going to now specifically talk about how I would use these as a teacher, and we're going to focus on the Post-it emoji notes and the Post-it Rain or Shine notes. And I'm going to talk about this kind of from a teacher perspective, but this can be done in a planner. It can be done in a notebook. You could have a chart in your classroom that shows this. You have lots of different options of how you can, or where you could place these, but we're specifically going to be talking about a planner. You could be doing this from a teacher perspective, a parent perspective, a student perspective, etc. So we are going to be talking about how I would use these to track behavior of a student or of a child if you're a parent. How I would use these to track behavior and also encourage reflection for the students using these Post-it notes. So we're going to start off with the emoji Post-it notes. And what I would do, you have 4 different styles like we talked about earlier. I would take one of each design and I would put it on a notebook or a planner in this case, and I would lay them out so that the student can see all 4. And then maybe it's a student who has behavior issues, or maybe you're a parent whose child is struggling with some behavior issues. You could place these in a notebook or a planner and then ask your student at the end of the day, of the school day or the day at home, how was your day today? And they could choose how their day was by reflecting on one of these Post-it emoji notes. So maybe they say, my day was great, or my day was silly, or I was in a loving mood, or I was in a cool mood. So if they were in a silly mood, they could choose that one for their day, and then they could journal or reflect on top of that Post-it emoji note by saying, I felt silly today, or I was in a silly mood and I didn't get things done because I was really silly today. And it's just a good place. I feel like these Post-it emoji notes are a great visual for them to connect their feelings. Since it's a Post-it emoji note, they're also able to write on top of it to reflect on their behavior, which is really important, especially for young students. So maybe they were in a bad mood, and so they choose the blah face, and they write about the mood they were in that day and how it affected their day. And I just love the idea of connecting their emotion to these Post-it emoji notes, as well as reflecting on the actual Post-it emoji note. I just think it's a really great way to use these in a notebook or a planner or even a chart at home. You could do this in a way where you place 4 on a sheet, or maybe at the end of every day, you just ask them to peel off the one that explains their mood for the day. There's lots of different options of how you could use these to track behavior. I think it's especially good for elementary age kids or even middle school age kids to do this activity. Now, you can do something super similar to this, but using the Post-it Rain and Shine notes. This would be even better for maybe even younger kids who can't defer between 4 different emotions. Maybe they just need to do something basic like I had a good day or I had a rough day. And you have a sunshine for the good days and you have a rain for the bad days. And again, they can just pull off the one that explains their mood, and they can stick it in their planner or their notebook, and then they can reflect on it. It's also great just for teachers. If this is a system that you train your parents on, you can just tell them, hey, if your kid has a Post-it Shine note in their take-home folder today, it means they had a good day. Or hey, if your kid has a Post-it Rain note in their planner today, it means they had a rough day. So that's how I would use it if I was a teacher or a parent. There's also the other really cute Post-it notes, like these fresh and sweet notes. These would just be cute just to take notes in your planner or to take notes in your notebook. Same with these Post-it state notes, just a few different options just to use in your regular planner. So what I would do, for example, with these Texas ones is I could flip to a day in my planner and I could peel off one of the designs and stick it in my planner and just take some notes of things that are coming up that day, things that I need to remember about that day. They're great for when you're not prepared or ready to post in your planner. It's a great place just to take notes so that they're ready whenever you decide that you're ready. So that is just a few ideas of how I would use these Post-it brand specialty notes. They are great to express yourself with a shape that is unique to you. The last products we're going to talk about today are from the Post-it brand Specialty Notes Optimistic Brights collection. This pack here that we're going to look at first is the Post-it Keyboard Calendar Notes. It goes It's Monday through Sunday. It has a stack of notes that you can peel off. It's a great place to keep track of the most important to-dos each day. We're going to move that aside now, and we're going to talk about the Post-it Super Sticky Full Stick Notes Weekly Wall Calendar. I am so excited about this product. I already have so many ideas on how I want to use it. And so we're going to open it up, and we're really going to dive in to different ways that I would use this weekly wall calendar. Right off the bat, I want to point out that this kit comes with a little folder that houses your 2-inch by 2-inch Post-it full stick notes. It also comes with some command hooks that are used to hang both the wall calendar and this little envelope for the full stick notes. There are 6 sets of the 2-inch by 2-inch Post-it full stick notes that you can peel off. This top sheet is just an example page to kind of show you how to use the pages. So you want to peel that off. Once you peel it off, you can then take off your 6 sets of Post-it full stick notes. These Post-it full stick notes fit perfectly inside the daily spots, which allows you to move appointments and reminders as schedules change. Talk about different ways that I would use this Post-it Super Sticky Full Stick Notes Weekly Wall Calendar. The first thing that I would do as a teacher, if I was going to use this from a teacher or even a student perspective, the first thing that you want to do, no matter how you plan on using this wall calendar, is you want to grab a pen and you want to fill in the date or the weeks at the top where it says week of. So that will just help you to keep track of what week it is. As a teacher, I would track it as like the first 6 weeks, week 1, or the first 6 weeks, week 2. As a student, I would probably track it the same way. If you're using this at home, then you may end up using the actual dates instead. Then if I was a teacher or a student, I would divide each of the rows into a different subject based on what I taught or what the 4 most important classes were that I was taking if I was a student. So I might fill it in with reading, writing, math, and science, and fill that in on the side. Once I have those filled in, then I'm ready to start planning on my weekly wall calendar. Great thing about using this weekly wall calendar as both a teacher or a student is that you can fill in your plans on the 2-inch by 2-inch Post-it full stick notes that come with it. And then if things change, it's really easy just to peel those off and move them to a different date so that it's not written in stone, because if you're a teacher, you know that just because you plan for it on a certain day doesn't mean it's going to be done. So that's a great way to fill in the different things that you want to teach each day, or the homework that you have each day, or the test, etc., and still be able to move things around as needed. I want to share with you now how I plan on using this weekly wall calendar in my own home. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in the date at the top for the week that I'm going to be using this in my own home. So up at the top, I'm going to write August and the dates for this week. Let me grab my phone to see what the dates are, because I'm not exactly sure what the dates are for the week that I want to use this. So I'm going to grab my calendar, verify the dates. That's always important. I always hate when I write the wrong dates. And then I'm going to fill that in for the 12th through the 18th of August. And then over here on the side, I'm going to label my rows. And the way that it's going to work for me is the first row is going to be labeled Matthew, and that's going to be his row. Matthew's my husband. That's going to be a place for him to track the things that he needs to do. For me, I'm going to have a row. My name's Heather, so I'm going to put that on that row. The next row I'm going to use for dinner, meal planning our dinner. Hopefully if I can come up with a way to track our dinners, then that will be amazing. And then the last one will be home chores that we need to complete around the house. My favorite thing about this weekly wall calendar is that it comes with those 2-inch by 2-inch Post-it full stick notes that fit perfectly inside of these boxes. And so I'm thinking that those will be a great tool to use on this calendar for my home. I have a bunch of ideas of how I could use them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a set of the 2-inch by 2-inch Post-it notes. Let's do the yellow ones. And I'm going to place one on every day of the week on the dinner row. I'm really hoping that if I have these on each day of the week, that it will help me in my meal planning process, because this is what I'm thinking. I'm going to walk you through what I'm envisioning as I place these Post-it full stick notes in their boxes. So what I'm envisioning is that I can write what we're going to eat for dinner on the Post-it full stick note. And then if for some reason that changes, because sometimes it happens, we don't feel like cooking or something comes up, it's going to be really easy to peel off that full stick note and move it to another day, or move it even to the next week. I'm also thinking that it could be maybe even cooler to have assigned weeks. Like this is the yellow week for meals. And then the next week could be the pink week. And then the next week could be the blue week, etc. And so because I'm really bad at meal planning, I'm thinking that if I were to do a week of yellow meals, and then a week of pink meals, and then a week of blue meals, and then once the week of yellow meals is over, I can take off all of those Post-it full stick notes and go to the next open week and put them down and already have meals planned. I could take them and mix them up so that things are different and not in the exact order, but I could then place them there in different ways. Another thing you could do is you could color code these sticky notes. Maybe yellow is going to be meals with chicken, and pink is going to be meals with beef, and blue is going to be meals, vegetarian meals, or something like that. And then you mix them each week so that you have an assortment of meals. I'm just thinking that this would be a really good way for me to plan my meals. And because these are Post-it full stick notes that are super sticky and they're made to allow you to move around, then it's going to be super easy for me to place them in one week and then easily move them to another week when I'm ready to plan another week. That's how I plan on doing it. So what I'm doing now is just laying out all the pink notes, and then I'll lay out all the blue notes, and then I will plan the meals. And I think it's going to be a great way for Matthew and I to get our meal planning vibe going again, because we are riding the struggle bus with that lately. Again, I'd love to hear your ideas that you have that come to your mind when you see this weekly wall calendar and the super sticky full stick notes. What's popping in your mind right now that you could be using this for? I'd love to hear your ideas in the comments so that we can all brainstorm and come up with even more ways to use this product. Also, I'd love to throw out there that I love this little envelope that I can store these Post-it full stick notes in and hang it up by my calendar because I know I'll never use them. I think that's genius. All right, so I know that was a lot of product, but let's take a second now to maybe just review everything that we've shown. I will put links in the description so that you can purchase all of these items, but let's review everything that we've gone over so far. We had the Post-it keyboard calendar notes along with the weekly calendar, the Post-it brand specialty notes. We also had the Post-it super sticky notes from the World of Color collection. We had the Post-it steel top pop-up note dispenser and the Post-it Extreme XL notes. Finally, we had the Post-it pop-up note vertical dispenser, which I love. I just wanted to take a second to say thank you to Post-it brand for collabing with me on this video, sending me these products and giving me the opportunity to share them with my viewers. It was a lot of fun. Thank you again. I will have links to all of these items in the description of my video if you want to check them out. And I can't wait to hear your ideas on how you would use these products in your planner. If you like this video, I hope you hit the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button, and happy planning.